Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our retail session and on how we can help you to bring your store to your customer's living room with a breakthrough shopping experiences. Today, we'll be joined by Gabriel and Morin as an expert on immersive customer experiences, and Nicholas Renken, who will be our Q&A moderator for today. My name is Bram Steenhoek. I'm the head of retail consulting at Atos, and I will be your host for this session. Please note that this session will be recorded and will be available after we finish it for playback on demand. During this session, you can ask questions in the Q&A answer checkout. It's on your left, and our moderator Nicholas will collect these questions and present them at the end of this session. All right, let's get started. Right, so welcome and thank you again. Today we're going to talk about our solution for bringing the customer, the store, to the customer's living room with our immersive shopping experience. And as we all know, COVID-19 has had a big impact on what we are doing today in terms of shopping, how that looks like, and how we go plan for the future. One of the important things that we really need to take care of is how can we facilitate safe and secure return to our shops and our stores. On the other end, we see also a shift to a more digital native and younger generation that has an expectation that's different to other, maybe some older target audiences, and of course, how do we connect with this target audience now that they cannot go into the shops anymore for their shopping experience? And last but not least, of course, it's going to be very important how we tailor those online experiences so we can be super personalized and engaging with our customers. These are some of the topics that we want to address today with you during this session. I will hand over the chat to Gabriel Morin, and he will talk you through one of the solutions that we have for this.
Hello everyone. So thank you, Bram, for this introduction, and thanks to you, dear customers, for joining our presentation. We are very happy to share with you this innovation, and immersive reality offers a lot of new ways to explore and improve the relationship between brand, product, and customers. Our approach is to offer a simple tool to create, manage, and share new immersive experience. With our platform, you can teleport your customers into the shop with an immersive approach using the first equipment in all houses, connected for television. Of course, it works with tablets, virtual reality helmets, digital signage devices, smartphones, but our aim is to be sure we can have a dedicated access to every customer without being unchained with a specific device. The purpose of our solution is to give access to product, store, and brand experience directly to the customer's house, which is safety at home. At home, yes, but not alone, and with extended functionalities. The end user can wander around the store, can see and interact with product, have access to personal shopper, like a vocal chatbot, for example, and share all this experience with a virtual crew and on social networks. Sharing immersive experience can be very helpful for influencers. So if your customers no longer goes back to your store after the coronavirus crisis, you can send the store to her or him. Change the slide. Okay, so here you can discover some use cases you can create easily with our platform. Immersive experience is more engaging and is more powerful to transform your sales because the customer lives a dedicated journey in an immersive approach. He is more confident. And you can create a classic store, but as I say, we are in a virtual context. So You can change the rules and offer to your customers the possibility to go where they cannot go in the real world. You probably have some places that are not available for public for safety or security reasons. With this platform, you can share with them these places and can create a special link with your customer. Here, for example, if you sell some cognac or whiskey, this is very important to have the full ambience near the product to send all messages directly to your customer. So here you can discover the main workflow. This is the most complicated slide you will find in this presentation. This is very simple. The business team wants to create an immersive experience. They just need to add content like a product or more product, 360-degree environment, and then they can broadcast the experience to a store. This store regroup every digital services like augmented reality apps you probably already have. And of course, this is a digital experience, which means we generate data. The customer generate data. He interact with the product. So we can track every interaction of the customer with the product and with the virtual environment to adapt, improve the experience. It's the same way when we are working on a website, when you want to test a new interaction from the customer to the interface. So if we detect nobody interact with the product, we can adjust the experience very easily. So I will stop the teasing and we will start with a demonstration. You'll see an example of one store, but I hope you can change your mind between this example to your personal needs and to project yourself in this platform. And you will see we can change everything easily in the experience, and I will show you how. So I will share my screen. Okay. So I'm in a classic browser. Okay. Here you can see one virtual environment. This is a 360-degree photo, but you can do exactly the same with a video. You can add easily some dots, interaction points, and you can have more functionalities directly in the interface. So, for example, we have one free text dot, and this is a welcome to our Atos digital virtual immersive shopping experience. So we can select a navigation point. So let's go. We can move directly to the store. Okay, as I said, this is just an example. Okay, this is a classic, very classic store, a closed store. You can recognize some product here. Some words about the head-up display. So we integrate some functionalities, social functionalities. If I want to invite a friend to share this experience to him or her, this is very easy. I just need to click on this, and I can add, if I want, some friends, and I can send directly to him or her one link, and he can have a direct access to my personal experience. And I can see what he's seeing, and I can advise him, oh, yes, you can try this clothes. This is very nice for you. Of course, today we need to share everything with other people, so we can integrate this kind of experience directly in Facebook or every social media in the market. And I can share it easily. We integrate some functionalities. Of course, the aim of the platform is to integrate functionalities from your existing digital ecosystem. For example, if you already have a vocal chatbot, we do not need to recreate it. We just need to plug it directly from your existing chatbot to our platform, and we can have access to every functionalities. The aim is to integrate the platform into your digital ecosystem. And there is more functionalities. If the store is very big, there is a lot of places we can move from one point of view to another one. So in this context, as you can see, we added one product example. So you will have access to the product. So what's new? If we are looking for a classic website, here we can have the 3D model of the product. This is very important to have more information, and we almost can touch it directly. We have some classic functionalities. The aim, as I say, is to plug the entire platform to your content management system, for example, to be sure we have the right price and we have the right description of the product, and on your website. But this is integrated in a virtual context, and we will add some functionalities like you can try directly clothes directly at home with your webcam and your television if you want. So I want to buy my product. So here I have a basket. Oops, I clicked two times. So I have my basket. I can have my product. I have everything. And if I want to pay, the aim, of course, is to integrate your existing payment funnel. We do not need to recreate everything to have access to the credit card, for example, and to be sure they can pay. And of course, when I finish to order, okay, I just have signed every credentials needed. Of course, I need to have access to my product. So there is a two-way. Of course, we will have a word at the end of the presentation about our intelligent from our partner Worldline. This is a click and collect approach. So as we say, the aim is to avoid crowd if possible, and we need to have our product faster and in a secure way. So with this solution, this is a click and collect solution. You just need to log yourself with your credit card, for example, and you can have access directly to your product, and you can go home with your product. And as you see, we can integrate videos directly in the virtual experience. So the question is how, and this is very, very simple. As we said, this is very simple to monitor and change and create this kind of experiences. So we are in the back office here. It's not designed for a developer. The aim is to avoid any line of code, and to be sure every marketing team, sales team can use this kind of tool to create immersive experience. So if I want to add one interaction point, so we can have some scenes, and in a scene you have a 360-degree photo or video. It works too, and you can add interaction point. We are in a virtual and immersive experience, so that means you can add every content you want. And yes, for sure, the container is the 360-degree photo. But if you present to your customer something, it's very hidden or very rare to see, you can, the container is also a content. Okay, this is very important to not forget this part. And of course, we can add some different interaction point, like a navigation from one scene to another one. You can add media, so every media you can consume in your computer. You can play it directly in the virtual environment. If you have a campaign, video campaign on YouTube or on social media, you can add directly some links to this part, and you can have access to your product. So if we plug our platform to your content management system, we just need to have to select the right product, and I just need after to put the interaction point in the space. So this is here a 3D model. I just need to save it. And after, this is exactly the same approach as a classic content management system like a WordPress or everything like that. You just need, you have your workflow, your publication workflow, and after you can have access to your immersive platform and to your immersive experience in only two or three clicks. So this is very, very accessible for everyone. So I'm back to the presentation. Yep. So what makes our offer unique? First, our back office provides tools to create immersive experience without writing any line of code. You and your teams are independent to create immersive experience, and it's plugged to your existing ecosystem. This is a smooth transition between classic two-dimension content and immersive journey. Our platform is designed to be used by marketing team, communication team, store owners, sales team, and all content can be changed in only 2 or 3 clicks and broadcasted to internet as easily as a classic content management system you already use. Which means you can create multiple campaigns in immersive context in only 10 minutes. It's Christmas, it's Black Friday, or you want to create a special campaign with a dedicated CPG, you just need to design the scenario and add it to the platform. And third, as I say, this is a web-based immersive experience system. All your customer needs is a browser to interact with your product and leave something unique anytime, anywhere, alone, and with friends. So that's it for this part of the presentation. So, Nicolas, I think the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. So the floor is now open for questions. We've received a certain number of questions, but if you would like to submit an additional question, you can do that using the Q&A box on your screen. So the first question that has come in is about the experience. How can I get feedback on how customers are using the experience? So how can I tell, for example, how much it's been used, what the interaction points are, what the experience is? Is there a feedback mechanism? That's for you, Gabriel.
Do you hear me? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. We integrated some functionalities like Piwik or Google Analytics, so we can track every interaction. So the number of clicks, the length of interaction with one product, everything. We can track everything. After, it's up to you to say we prefer to have some tracking on this part, on another part. And we are not plugged directly only with Google Analytics or Piwik. If you already have your own tracking solution, we can, of course, integrate it directly in the platform. The aim is to have a single view of all interaction from your customers to your product, from digital immersive experience or the website, for example, and to have it in the same point of view, because it's easier for you after to change something if needed.
Thank you, Gabriel. Another question that's come in, is this limited to the store floor setting, or could it be more creative? For example, mountains for camping goods or a skate park for skating goods?
Yes, sure. You can integrate what you want. Yes. Okay, I have some lag. Yes, this is very easy for you. The classic way to create some 360-degree content is to use a 360-degree camera. There is a lot on the market, and you can just take the photo and just put this photo in the platform as easily as you just need to browse on your computer, upload the photo, and you add it directly in the environment. You can create everything. For example, we did it in real estate context and in a supply chain context. And we modelize 3D models, and we take a 360-degree virtual screenshot of this environment, and we replace one 360-degree environment to another one. So yes, you can integrate what you want. This is very important, I think, for Bram, for example, because when you create a lot of messages with colors, with everything, you can have it directly in a special and dedicated environment. So yes, mountain for camping goods, yes, for sure. You can integrate it directly in the platform because you can manage content and environment very easily. In addition, this is very nice for you to test a new design or new concept, and just for you internally, with your different teams to test some different concepts, for example, and do not publish it directly to the customer, but you can test it very easily because the platform onboard a functionality, and you can manage some internal groups, for example, to manage different campaigns or different teams.
Thank you, Gabriel.
So I hope this answers the question.
Yes, the idea is to take the customer out of the regular retail setting and make them voyage and create that emotion, I understand from your response. Thank you very much. Another question come in. How do you manage the consumer payment of what he or she is buying in the immersive experience?
Yeah, so if you already have a classic payment funnel, with you need to choose the delivery place, the manage bills and manage credit cards. This is a web-based platform, so we can integrate a kind of frame directly in the virtual experience, and we preserve the security. With HTTPS, for example, and we manage the payment exactly as the same as a website. But you can do it directly in your virtual reality helmet. If your customer is already, of course, known in your customer management system, it will be easier to manage it, because we can imagine with head-up display, and we started to work on it, to have a home screen, like when you start to make you need to buy different stuff, but you need to be connected. You can have your own personal virtual environment, and you can manage your data directly, and the payment can be managed in a simple way, because this is a web-based experience, and internet payments are very old now. So yeah, we can integrate every solution in the market, or almost.
One final question as we're getting to the top of the hour. What is the cost model for such a solution? So how is it sold? Is it a project basis or is it a platform? How do you sell this?
It's about effort. To have the first digital shop live, we can have a first shop very quickly, because you just need to have a 360 environment, so you can take a 360-degree photo, and after we need to add some product. So there is two way. We can integrate products one by one, or we can plug it directly to the content management system. But if we want to have a test platform, maybe we just need to add some product manually, and that's it. We already use this platform in different contexts, but you need to know the biggest part of the experience is to create the scenario. So it's an offline part of the procedure, and after you just need to select your content. So you have more internal discussion about messages than integrate functionalities or content in the virtual immersive experience.
Thank you, Gabriel. And I understand it's
So this
it's
is
a SaaS,
designed for.
right? That's correct. You can sell it to customers can purchase it on a license basis as a regular cloud software.
Yes, you just need to have an access to the platform, and you can start to create directly. Of course, there is some integration in your digital ecosystem to be sure we can have the same content everywhere, because we know it's not very fun to copy and paste a lot of content. So if there is already some content, we can add it directly in the platform.
Very good. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Now, hand back to Bram for the words at the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Gabriel, for your answers and for getting those questions out. Very useful. I hope everyone found that useful too. I think it's interesting, right? We saw an example of how we can create a virtual shop, and how can people pick and collect items from it. We saw a clothing example, but I think it's a very interesting mechanism that will help gain customers back that trust. For example, in traveling, where they can see, okay, let's get them an appetite on what the world looks like, what they're missing out on the other end of the world, on their travel destinations. And also for car dealers, it might be very interesting to see how can we leverage this platform to have an immersive shopping experience, walking into a dealership and configuring your car to your liking, getting on the inside and see the interior, all those kinds of ideas, right? And what we saw now today was the very front end of what customers are interacting with, right? But we as Atos have a range of solutions and technologies that can help optimize and deliver throughout the entire value chain of retailers or retail brands. But that also includes hospitality and logistics, of course. And one of the solutions that we also offer, and that is really connected to this immersive shopping experience, is the last mile delivery, right? So how do we go from seeing something you like in the virtual environment to saying, okay, I want to buy this, I paid it, and when do I get it to my house delivered, right? So that's one of the the fulfillment process and the last mile delivery process, it's something that we also provide as a solution to our customers. I think the biggest and the best example that we have, that for some customers we were able to do last mile delivery in under 22 minutes, which is really fast. So that's it for today. We've run out of time. I want to thank you for your participation, and hopefully see you around for the next session. Thank you, and have a great day today.